And that's real talk.
What's good, Real Tall family? It's your girl Briz, and we back at it again on the channel. Hey, if this your first time stopping to the channel, though, well, welcome. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy content like this. And without further ado, you already know, let's get into it. Alright, you guys, now in today's video, we just gonna briefly be going over how you can rebuild bad credit in 2026. And honestly, it's not a right or wrong way in which you do it. Rather, you have somebody, do it for you, or you do it. At the end of the day, they both take time, and that's how I weigh it up. So the first thing you want to honestly do is go and pull your actual credit report for itself, and you want to go to annualcreditreports.com and get this information. So when you get the actual report, you want to also look for any inaccuracy, like as far as like with your personal information, like your name spelled wrong, like your date of birth, address, with the adverse accounts, which is all the negative accounts that's not in good standing. You want to look for any inaccuracies as far as that as well. Also too, look at your inquiry. So just analyze everything, making sure that's the first step, that is everything correct. If not, it need to be removed. And if it been on your account, for over 7+ years, then it could legally be removed. And some people, they don't know that. So analyzing and becoming aware of what do you have on your actual credit report will be the first step that you need to take as far as rebuilding your credit. Now, once you have pulled your credit report, you want to then decipher on whether or not that you want to have someone do it for you, or you're going to do it yourself. So regardless of the fact, whichever route that you guys decide to take, just know that both of them going to take time. However, if you do have someone that do it for you, you saving some time on your hand to handle some other things, whereas that person, they can handle that for you. But you also too want to do your due diligence and make sure that you have did your research on them, making sure that this person is legit and they really have some skin in the game. Versus, let's say you go the route with you learning how to do your own credit repair. That's cool too, but hey, at least you'll learn a new skill set, and maybe you can make some profits off it as well. At the end of the day, just know that each route takes time. But also too, you guys keep in account that even though you are in the repair stage, you also too need to start transitioning to that rebuilding stage. So many of you guys start building solid primary accounts on your credit profile. So as your credit is being repaired, you also too, you want to start rebuilding your credit scores back up, because if you're not boosting your credit scores every month, like how would you ever see any change? You see what I'm saying? To your credit profile, you're not gonna see any change, because if you wiping your credit clean, you're not gonna see any growth in basically what you're trying to do. So you have to combine the two, is basically what I'm saying, to see some improvement. So specifically, you guys, you want to be adding on accounts on your credit profile with traditional banks or credit unions. This is what helps y'all get them high funding limits. And a lot of times you guys will see people promoting specifically like them credit builder accounts to help with that rebuilding. But you honestly want to start rebuilding your credit the right way with institutions or credit unions, because this is what, like I said, it'll help you get them high funding limits. Not only that, you're building a real relationship with a real actual institution. And also too, these institutions are also judging you based off of your credit profile. So with you having those credit builder accounts, you're not really building a real relationship with an institution, because those credit builder accounts, they are not really real actual institutions. Plus, with those credit builder accounts too, a lot of people don't know you really want to use them strategically, like far as maybe like hiding utilization, or maybe showing like larger lines of credit on your credit profile. Like when you're adding on those credit builder accounts, you got to think strategically, what are you using that for to make your credit profile look stronger than what it is. So yeah, you guys definitely start building with traditional banks and credit unions, because this is what's going to put you in the game and set you apart from the rest and get you access to them larger lines. Now that you understand, okay, these are the type of accounts that I need to have on my credit profile, you need to then start transitioning to the type of mix that you'll have on your credit report, and that's in regards to revolving accounts and installment accounts. So revolving accounts are basically accounts that report every month. This can be in regards to like credit cards, personal lines, and HELOCs. So basically you're able to borrow, repay, and reborrow with having to reapply again. Now, whereas installment account, these are accounts that has a fixed set amount that you have to pay, typically in a month, over a set term. So this can be in regards to you guys like furniture, auto loan, mortgage, debt consolidation, things like that. Those are examples of installment accounts. So a great credit mix for someone who's trying to rebuild their credit, honestly, could be like 3 credit cards and 2 installment accounts. So for example, you can do like, let's say, the Navy Federal Pledge Loan. And if you haven't seen my video, check that video out. That's a great installment to add to your credit profile. And you can also add on an auto loan. Auto loan is another great installment account that you can add to your credit profile as well. So just starting with that foundation can just set you off and put you strong with your credit profile. Now that you done figured out a whole new way in which you can rebuild and start a whole new fresh credit foundation, now you can start really optimizing your credit scores, like meaning just making better financial habits. So meaning optimizing your credit scores and trying to get all the points you possibly can get and what consists of each sector of a credit score. So you want to be making on-time payments. You want to keep that utilization low, under 10%. 2 through 5% is a great range to be in, because you're getting them actual points of that sector, but 10% is good as well too. New inquiries on your account, you also want to keep that low, because just applying for new credit, you don't want to look thirsty to the banks, and also too, you're hurting your credit age as you keep applying for new credit. So like I said, with this foundation to start off with, it can, really set you off. And then after that, go from there. Credit age too as well. You want to be optimizing that sector by just possibly just using the accounts that you already have on file and just asking for like a credit limit increase, things like that. So yeah, just like I said, optimizing your whole credit scores can really like set you off. Once you have a combination, like I said, you guys are both like credit repair and also too, you rebuilding your credit as well, you're going to tremendously see a tremendous change in your credit score. And that's how you honestly rebuild credit in 2026. So yeah, I hope y'all found value in this video today. If y'all can, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and new subscribers to find our channel. And as always, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. But until next time, I'll see y'all later.